What a week. What a week. If you've been watching the charts over the last 48 hours, you already know that the market hasn't just dipped, it's tumbled. Bitcoin wicked all the way down to 81,000 US dollars this morning. XRP dropped to $1.84 and Ethereum slid down to around $2,600. And the reaction online has been exactly what I expected. Confusion, fear, panic. People convinced the market is going to zero. But I want to flip your mindset today because while everybody else is spiraling emotionally, the people with a plan, the people who understand market cycles are looking at this moment as crypto's early Black Friday sale. A moment where assets you believe in are being discounted right in front of your eyes. If you spend any time on social media right now, and especially TikTok or Twitter, you'll see the same narrative being repeated over and over again. It's going lower. This is the start of a multi-year bear. Wait for the lower prices. Don't buy yet. And what's fascinating to me, but also sad, is how quickly people abandon their own plans. A week ago, people were begging for prices to drop. They were saying things like, if XRP hits $2, I'm loading the boat. If Bitcoin hits 85,000 US dollars, that's my entry. And if Ethereum hits $2,700, I'll finally buy in. But the moment the targets get hit, the same people suddenly say, actually, no, I want XRP at $1.50 or maybe even $1. I'll buy Bitcoin if it hits 65,000 instead. And I want ETH below $2,000. This is emotional trading. It's fear disguised as strategy. And here's the hard truth most people don't want to hear. People who keep lowering their targets never buy. Not in 2017, not 2020, not 2022, and not now. They miss the drops, they miss the reaccumulation, and they miss the reversal because they consistently chasing the perfect mythical bottom that never actually feels like the bottom once you're inside it. That is the problem. This is something you only learn by living through multiple cycles. Even when prices hit your dream target, it feels wrong. It still doesn't feel comfortable when you're there. It feels scary. It feels like it's going lower. It still feels like there's one more leg down because the bottoms never feel comfortable. They feel heavy. They feel hopeless, messy, irrational. And your brain naturally tries to protect you from the pain by telling you not to act. But guess what? That emotional discomfort is exactly why these moments offer the highest upside. Smart money knows this. Institutions know this. Whales know this. Anyone who's been in the game longer than a single cycle should know this. Bottoming zones feel like the end of the world, and that's the point. They're designed to feel like that. Let me flip this entire situation for you. If your favorite pair of trainers dropped 40% overnight, would you panic? Would you scream, oh no, my favorite shoes are cheap? No, of course you wouldn't. You'd be saying these are a steal, I'm going to go and grab them now. But in crypto, people do the exact opposite. When it's cheap, they're terrified. When it's expensive, they FOMO in. The truth is, if you believe in crypto long term, if you believe in Bitcoin, if you believe in XRP, if you believe in Ethereum, then right now should be an exciting time, not a frightening one. Because the projects didn't suddenly stop existing. Their fundamentals didn't suddenly disappear. And their adoption didn't suddenly reverse. The only thing that changed was the price on the screen. And if you want to learn to thrive and survive in this space, you need to learn the mindset shift. Fearful candles equals discounted opportunity. Prices falling right now equals an early Black Friday sale. This is where generational wealth is accumulated. Not at the all-time highs, not during euphoria, not when everybody is screaming to the moon. This is where the quiet winners make their moves. Let me talk about this in more detail because it's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make every single cycle. When you continually lower your target, you increase your chances of missing the bottom. You increase your emotional stress. You increase your risk of chasing the market later. You remove all strategy and replace it with hope. And hope is not a strategy. But here's what's even worse. You trick yourself into thinking you're being smart or cautious when really you're just being fearful. Lowering your target once, fine. Lowering it twice, you know what? Maybe. But lowering it every single time price falls to a new zone, that's not strategy. That's gambling based on feelings. The reality is this. You will never perfectly time the bottom. Not me, not you, not analysts, not influencers, not even the hedge funds. That's why The wealthy accumulate on the way down, not at the absolute bottom. This is the exact approach that I use. Add to spot positions gradually. Add during fear, not greed. Remove the pressure of a perfect entry and remove the emotion of waiting for some magical number. You build a position with logic, not luck. Right now, if it's affordable for you, this is the time to be accumulating. Not all at once, not recklessly, not YOLOing all your money in at the same time, but slowly, methodically, and intentionally. This is how you win long term. Now let's talk leverage, because this is where most people absolutely destroy themselves. If you're planning along for the reversal, the worst thing you can do is try and perfectly time the bottom. You will miss it. Then you will FOMO in at a higher price. Then you will be angry. Then you will chase even higher. That's how accounts get blown. What I've learned over the years of trading is simple. Instead of trying to catch the bottom, build into your long as it falls. Every time you add, your average entry drops, your liquidation price drops, your position becomes stronger, and panic is replaced with control. This is why I use Bitchenix exclusively for this type of trading, because Bitchenix Exchange lets you add to your open positions as the market comes down, and that feature alone is a game changer. You're not stuck with a single entry. You can reinforce your trade, strengthen your base, and prepare for the reversal properly. My link is in the description, and using that link gives you enhanced sign-up bonuses. Let me give you some transparency on my own moves. This week, I added to my Bitcoin, XRP, and ETH spot positions. Not in one lump, not emotionally, just controlled and steady accumulation. On leverage, I'm also adding to my longs on the way down, methodically building that strong foundation for when the bounce comes. And it will. It might not feel like it right now, but it will. And when it does, I'll be in my optimal position. Right now, my Bitcoin liquidation point is sitting around 62,000 US dollars. My XRP liquidation, around $1.40. If price drops more, I'll add again because I have a plan. And I've used it for years. It works because it removes emotion. It replaces fear with structure, and it gives me clarity while others panic. Everything I'm explaining here today, the mindset, the accumulation method, the leverage approach, the emotional control, I teach you all in my completely free crypto lift-off course. And the best part is for you, it is totally free. No charge, no subscription, no upsells. It's my exact framework, the same strategy that helped me make money in the bear markets during the crashes and in the bull markets. There's a link in the description. Go and learn it. It will change the way you trade forever. Before we go any further, I just want to give a big shout out to some of the Wolfpack members that have been posting their trades inside the win zone. We've got Simon with a whopping 1,035% win on a long on Bass. You got Maraid with 189% win on a short on Shib. You got Ryan with a giant 259% win on a Doge long. These aren't lucky guesses. These aren't emotional YOLOs. These are winning trades built on structure and strategy, exactly what we teach inside the Wolfpack. And to the members who posted these trades, you should be proud of yourselves. You stayed calm in extreme fear. You followed your plan and you trusted your strategy and you executed it beautifully. This is what separates the Wolfpack from the rest of the crypto social media. We don't panic. We don't chase. We don't rely on hope. We trade with structure, we trade with education, and we trade with discipline. And the results speak for themselves. If you're watching this and you're not inside the Wolfpack yet, you're seeing the proof right here. Real people making real progress and real conditions. Not hype, not guesswork. There's a link in the description for the Crypto Wolfpack should you want to join. But remember, if you're not ready to join the Crypto Wolfpack yet or a trading group, there is a free course. There's a link in the description. It's called the Crypto Lift-Off course. It's in the description. It's completely free. So while the rest of social media is drowning in fear, while everyone is lowering their targets, while people are telling themselves the same story they tell every cycle, you have a choice to make. You can panic with the crowd, or you can position yourself with the people who have a plan. Right now is crypto's early Black Friday sale. This is where wealth is built long-term before the next bull leg. This is where smart money loads the boat. This is where emotional traders get shaken out. And this is where strategic traders get ahead. Stay calm, stay structured, stay focused. And as always, the strength of the wolf is in the pack.